Welcome back to the hole in the ground.
Hey.
You got a captive. You got a bubbling lava Dorito.
I kind of think I should start detecting magic on these pools and trying to figure out what they're doing.
Okay.
Cool idea.
You guys want to try talking to the demon in common or whatever?
I guess we haven't tried that, have we?
I don't know. Well, Sherlock did? Sherlock tried to intimidate him or something. I don't know.
So did
So did the Verdi.
Sherlock successfully intimidated.
no.
All right. Well, I guess Elendor is going to make himself busy checking on the pools and trying to know things.
There are several magic auras in this room you detect. The large pool with the skulls is not magical at all.
That's sad.
Um,
Can I take a skull?
Yep.
Thanks.
The closet itself has magic on it, but it's also been casting spells, so that makes sense.
Detect magic, if someone's a wizard versus a fighter, do you detect magic on them?
No, but if
Okay.
someone detected magic on you, they would, because you currently have mage armor and a magic sword, and those things
Okay.
all exist.
Okay, but it's not like... Alright.
You know that it makes sense for her to have a magic aura right now because she's been invisible within the past 10 minutes. So
Sure.
The dagger is magic.
Okay.
A light dress, too.
And the dress is not magic. The tiara is not magic. The holy symbol is not magic. And the big Dorito pit is extremely magical. Actually, it is like knock you over magic strong.
All right. Elendor is super interested in that.
There's no magic on the dress, even though Bud made it a light source. I'm just trying to understand how magic auras work.
I didn't consider that. The dress doesn't have independent magic from that light.
Okay.
Doesn't have any extra magic.
He would know. He would be able to figure out how many auras it has because each individual spell effect would emanate its own aura. And it's only got the one, and it's also light going on. So
Okay.
All right. Elendor wants to check out that pool. Try to figure out what the liquid is, or
make a spellcraft check.
Spellcraft.
You got no idea what this thing does, but there is some kind of unseen force that's causing it to bubble and roil. It is extremely cold, like getting near it is dangerous. And it's radiating this orange light, which you also notice is somewhat diminished from what it was earlier when you first came into the room. But it only looks like it's about 3 foot deep, so Bud could swim in it, but Doomkin couldn't. But you're not you're not able to identify what magic properties it has. Make it a
You
knowledge.
would just like to lounge in the middle.
You can make an Arcana check. You can't figure out what it does, but maybe you can identify the aura about it. Ooh, that's tough. 26 is right where I'm gonna have to look it up. So let's see here. Identify auras while using Detect Magic. 15 plus spell level. It is a strong necromancy aura. Strong. This is you've probably never experienced magic this strong before.
Right. Elendor is probably going to get a little bit pale, and he's trying to play this cool, like, oh yeah, this stuff, we see this in wizard school all the time, but you guys can probably tell that Elendor is a little freaked out.
what kind of magic you got going on there?
Oh, necromancy. It's a relatively powerful aura. I wouldn't touch it if I were you guys.
I'd probably be okay.
Okay, I would like to try to intimidate this thing
Okay, you haven't tried yet.
with guidance.
Makes sense.
And the knife in his hand.
Yeah, knife's at his throat.
All right, that's circumstance bonus.
Like, it shouldn't
But
even
nothing does any. Is there any like? It doesn't like make it burn like light and vampires or anything. Just touching it with iron.
What? Start over.
Does like touching it with the iron burn it or anything?
No,
Okay.
but it does seem exceptionally afraid of it.
Is this a dagger used to cut its hand to drop blood into the Dorito chip?
Is this what? It is the dagger that it used to cut its arm. Yeah.
Okay. So Bud got a 15 on Intimidate.
16.
It's
Okay.
not super scared of Bud. It kind of. It's
Wait,
still not.
he's
It's
larger
still not.
though, isn't he?
But it's
Larger,
bigger than it. Yeah.
tied up, and he has the knife to his throat.
Yeah.
Her
But this,
throat.
this
Its
thing
throat.
is extremely hostile to you. So.
I'd like to cut it a little bit.
Oh, gross.
Oh, what?
That's the spirit.
I don't want to do this. You are super evil, and I just want you to know that I will kill you. Even though I feel like we're all God's creatures.
Is this guy?
Sherlock is just like so proud of Bud right now.
Okay, so can I try intimidate again after I cut it a little bit
You can.
with guidance? Okay.
Yeah, it
Even
seems.
worse? What the hell?
Yeah, it seems like it is becoming even more resolute. It's like, oh, okay, now you're torturing me. Well, I'm a bigger badass. I can take that.
Damn it.
Okay, guys. Does anyone else have any ideas? I mean,
I'll
I'm
I'm not really good at the bad cop thing.
Yeah.
Or should I just?
And every now and then it spits out something in Thessalonian, which is probably going to cause Alador to blush and maybe not translate directly.
All right. Lindor is gonna. I guess keep talking to the Thessalonian and ask it. Who is your master?
It says, I serve the mother, and she will feast on you. That's a good character voice. I serve the mother, and I will feast on you!
Alright, so
And so okay.
Sherlock's just gonna look at Bud, and he's gonna ask for the knife.
Okay. There you go, buddy.
Alright. So at this point, Sherlock is gonna go ahead and take his turn at intimidation. Like, okay, so we understand you like the mother or whatever, but so you got two basic choices. You're gonna die either way, but I can cut you into little pieces before that happens, or I can make it quick. So we're gonna need more details than just I serve the mother or whatever.
Cool. Roll some dice. Hey, ooh. Eee.
Oh.
Aye.
Scary.
That's pretty spooky. What's this thing's charisma? Pretty piss poor. She can tell that you are substantially more serious, but there's a little bit of a language barrier. But when you take the knife and just kind of glare at it, it is like oh boy, and it's not hard to pick up on that it doesn't know what you threatened, but you threatened it and it's taking you seriously. So this thing is cowing.
Excellent.
It cries out in Thessalonian. It's like, Mother, save me, oh, ah! but it is cowed at this point, and it will probably be more responsive to questions.
Alandor, do your thing.
How long have you been here?
I've lost count of the years. So many years trapped.
What? Man, when did you last see the mother?
The mother sees me everywhere. She is a goddess.
Right. So based on Elendor's knowledge of whatever history or arcana, whatever religion, Lamashtu, is this like a big like badass demon or?
Yeah, one of the tougher ones. Because there's like a million little squiggly evil demon lord gods that nobody knows the name of, but Lamashtu's one of the major bad guys.
And was it like? Would he know if that was a like bigger component of Thessalonian mythology or anything, or?
That's not a connection that you've ever heard before. Like
Okay.
the biggest association with civilizations in Lamashtu are like gnolls. Like gnolls are big Lamashtu worshippers, and calling that civilization is kind of a stretch anyway.
Right.
So it's definitely like a monster god, not like both a god of monsters and a god for monsters by monsters.
All right. What is the place? I guess indicating this room, maybe these tunnels. But I don't know what he's gonna get out of it.
These catacombs belong to the mother, and you should leave this place before you are cursed by her smiting breath.
Does any place not belong to the mother in your estimation?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if this was like a thing where he's like, oh, all that she sees is hers. What are these pools of water, of liquid?
Blessings, gifts.
Well, what if our friend here, held you under them? Would you still think they're gifts?
I don't want. I would draw breath until my very end.
Okay. Well, guys, because he's been here for many, many years, trapped behind these doors. And then he serves the mother and the mother's cave, yada, 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 cursed breath, we should leave.
So you want me to cut it?
I don't think that's necessary. Yeah.
But do you want me to? What we need and what we want aren't always the same.
Maybe you can ask it whose soul it's bonded with.
He says he said it's the mother.
Yeah, maybe it serves the mother, but like does the mother have a soul that it was willing to give a piece of it up to create this thing? Or is it like someone else that also serves the mother that dedicated this thing to the mother with their own soul, if that makes sense?
I don't know if that's how familiars work or not.
I don't either. Sounded like it was bonded with someone's soul.
Does this
I
sound?
know gods have
Does
souls.
this soul bonding thing sound like anything a Lindor would understand about magic or familiars, or is Bud just?
No, yeah. That's how you know about quasits at all. Is like when.
Right, but with a familiar, are you like giving up pieces of your soul, like Horcruxes, or what?
Some would
But
say.
it sounded like you said earlier.
The quasits they do not necessarily have to be created this way, but that is a common method for their appearance. Is a wizard or sorcerer would cleave off a piece of their soul and form it into a quasit, because You don't really want a demon serving you because they're wily trickster things, but if it's literally made of you, it might hold that bond stronger.
Okay.
Now, there are also naturally occurring quasits, as well as quasits of, released familiars, because every now and then a wizard will be like, get out of here, I'm going to go get a cool thing, like a bigger quasit. I don't know.
All right.
A walk-in closet.
Oh my god. Right.
The threatening part of it starts to like wane down, and it starts to plead. And she goes, "Please, release me. I'll make you a deal. I'll bargain for anything. Just release me. Let me be. Leave me in my home."
What could you possibly have to bargain with, to offer us?
I could give you secrets.
You don't know anything. You've been trapped in this room for years.
I
What
don't.
secrets do you know?
My master does. The mother. I can commune with her and give you her dark blessings.
Blessings like what? Like being trapped in a catacomb for years?
Oh,
Is that how you were blessed by the mother?
She can see much more than you fools can. You are not enlightened as her people are.
All right. Would Elendor? Is it like bargaining with demons like this? Is it like wizards do this commonly, and it's like a know the risks, do it responsibly, and like follow the rules so you don't get hurt, or is it like this is a really bad idea?
Yeah, both of these things are true.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna open up this meta style because this seems potentially like it's got some serious consequences. I'm down. Like Elendor is all about getting more knowledge and stuff. So if we can try to get something out of, if we can talk to a like super planar entity.
So meta style, like outside of character, whatever. Like, I was wondering if you could ask if it was created by someone's soul, because we might have someone we could go track down. Like its master. If its master is like whatever that girl, Noali or something,
So I was looking for a name. Good call, Wally. But on the demon thing, yeah, nay, yay or nay?
Might as well see what it has to say. I mean, we can say like, give us something and then we'll release you. Because if we release it first, then it's just gonna take off.
Adam,
No matter what, I think we're gonna have to kill it.
Are demonic true names a thing? Like, does knowing things true name give you power over it or anything?
That is a thing, yeah.
All right.
But we don't know this creature's true name, so we don't have power over it.
Yeah.
It's not going to tell us.
Tell me your true name, and I will stop these people from killing you.
Heckin' no! I'm immortal. Kill me.
Seriously.
I'll not give you such power over my soul.
So Sherlock's just got the knife. He's like,
Well,
How do
stab
you
him
kill
anyway.
someone that's immortal?
If it's immortal and you stab it, it doesn't matter, right?
Who like if I asked him if he's a familiar, will he know what that means, or she? I mean,
Probably.
all right. Are you someone's familiar?
You pitiful idiot! I serve none but the mother.
Yeah.
Well, that was a dumb question.
I feel like questioning this thing is like trying to question a goblin.
Are
Just
you
say,
looking
not-
to gain services?
I don't know who the mother is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea unless we can figure out who this mother is to make some sort of agreement with this creature.
Hey, the mother is the Mashtu. She's the mother of monsters.
That's what you think she is.
Commonly worshipped by Knoll tribes and or whatever the Thessalonian regions.
She's progressively getting less and less afraid of this horrible gnome thing as the conversation goes on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, like, you better get to some information quickly, or I'm just gonna kill it.
All right.
Or at the very least, like, cut its face off.
I guess sure. Let's we can bargain for your secrets.
Maybe the horns or something.
The what?
Cut off its horns. You don't have to go straight to petting its face.
Aggressive torture.
Okay,
Is
what
there
secret did you
unaggressive
get?
torture?
Do you know the whatever the celestial? I can't remember the name. Do you know the person
Nawali?
Nawali?
Everybody make a sense motive check because
Oh, and maybe you can ask what tribe.
it might take
What
a
tribe
lie.
is it's attacking the city or whatever. Like we were trying to figure out before.
All the tribes.
Yeah, but it was like one of them was like the main one. or
13,
whatever,
7,
orchestrator.
12,
Hold on.
21.
Can't understand a word she's saying, but I know a liar when I see one.
Feel it.
Well, we'll see if she is and I sense it.
She says that Nualia, I know her, but she has perished, sacrificed to give rise to an even greater champion.
And
What is
does
my
Verdi
sense?
believe her?
Basically, I want to use like the dilating of the pupils and like those kinds of like micro things that people do. I don't have to understand her to tell whether or not she's doing the kinds of body things that creatures do when they're lying.
She doesn't have pupils.
What?
She doesn't have pupils.
Shit.
Does she perspire?
She does not, appear to be lying, but she's taking this like inordinate amount of glee in telling you this information. And she's like, you know nothing of the impending storm to rain upon you.
We know a little bit.
Okay,
Nothing.
so
That's rude.
Sherlock is gonna ask Alan Dorr to translate.
Okay.
He do.
All right, and so it's like, okay, well, I guess this thing's useless to us then, and he's gonna go ahead and start cutting her up.
So the greater power I think that it's talking about is Nawali's transformation to the demon, and to say Nawali as the person
Yeah.
died,
Almost certainly.
Nawali the demon is rising.
Almost.
Yeah.
Certainly.
And I think you're right. This thing is not to be trusted.
Yeah.
I think we should just kill it.
Yeah, the only major response to her being cut on is just like, hurt me, daddy.
Wow! Wow! Okay.
You forget this is a demon or a devil, undisclosed. So
Is there any market for like selling demon horns or anything?
probably there's a market for everything. Use your charisma. Sell
Okay,
it.
cool.
Is it
Sell
a
a
magic?
tomato in a fruit salad.
Yeah. So Alan, or not Alan,
What's that look?
Sherlock is going to go ahead and start cutting off parts that he thinks that he can sell in the market and like shoving them in his bag.
Probably weird, like their gizzard or whatever a demon has.
Demon Icor.
Alindor's gonna be like, "Oh, hold on. What did you say about communing with the mother? I wish to to gain knowledge.
Don't stop. This is going places.
Safe word. Banana.
Maybe we should tell Sherlock that he's
Fine,
liking.
I'll let him keep hurting you if you give me what I want.
If you release me to do my own bidding, I will commune with the mother and impart her blessings and guidance on you.
That sounds an awful lot. Well, assuming you translated, sounds an awful like he's gonna tell her to kill us, which would be a blessing in her
I'm
opinion.
more worried about turning into a monster.
I think that this is not okay. And
All right.
we should-
Let's just kill it then. Or
All right.
aim it, whatever you. I think we should probably just kill it. Elendor wants to go check out these doors while Sherlock
I get back to looting.
Anyways,
slowly kills
Yep,
this.
Sherlock cuts it up into little bitty pieces and puts them in a bag.
Yeah, Sherlock, this is maybe ethically questionable for you, not because you're doing a torture, but because they're pseudo on board. I don't.
They're enjoying it way too much for the.
Yeah, you're not getting the like sadistic satisfaction you expect to have.
Oh, I'm not. It's not. I'm not doing it because I'm sadistic. I'm doing it because I've deemed this thing useless now. So I'm just gonna cut it into little ribbons and sell it on the demon black market.
Yep.
Because like demon eyes are an aphrodisiac or whatever.
You're doing a really bad thing to a really bad creature, so it washes out ethically. Gross. Cool. Check out these doors.
You have solved the tiny
Perception, check for
puzzle.
traps.
Yeah, you solved this a heck of a lot better than the last 4 groups that I've had fight this thing, where it just went invisible constantly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, y'all just straight up went and grabbed it. It's like problem solved.
Well, that seems like the best thing to do, especially I don't think I was.
I will never.
Yeah, well, assuming you have enlarged person, yes.
He didn't
I
even need
think
the enlarged person.
Anyway.
She would have been fine. But
Oh, I
like
would have tried to grapple it anyway.
the fact that like it was like less than 5 rounds, because I've seen this fight go on for like 15, 20 rounds, because the
Really?
thing, yeah, the thing
It
goes
can fly,
invisible.
and it's invisible.
It can fly. The room is 20 feet tall. It can go invisible, and it has all these. It has a lot of like debuffs.
Felt like abilities.
Yeah,
I see.
it has class levels too.
Oh shit.
But nope, y'all just grabbed it and stuck it in your pocket. Never let me bad talk this group's tactics again.
No, don't get into this.
Broken clocks.
Yeah, right. All right, so these doors are the true closets.
I don't even know what that means.
The
They're
both of
walking
Closets.
closets.
They're closets.
No
Um,
closets.
it is not hard for you to
Closet.
deduce
They're
that
the closet. More closets come out.
it's a closet.
Yeah, the closet.
It's not hard for you to deduce that you're in a cathedral. These are probably some kind of like coat racks, changing stations. There's no sign of any kind of clothes or anything here, and
Not like tons of black robes.
no, because this place is ancient, and whatever perishable was in here, like including clothes, is long since. There's a lot of dust in like piles of like material on the floor, but both of them are empty.
Okay.
That was easy.
Can we figure out what kind of magic is on that dagger?
Yeah, make spellcraft check. Mr. Detect Magicer.
Yep, looking at you, Alendor.
Can I spellcraft it? Because I can't remember. There was some weirdness about my spellcraft abilities.
You can't use it to ID magic items because you need to have Detect Magic.
So what do I use spellcraft for?
You can
When you... Oh, sorry.
you can identify magic, or you can identify spells as they're being cast. So if there's a hostile person saying,
Got it.
and you can also do other. You can make magic items with spellcraft. You can do some other things, like if you need to
That's fun.
if you need to manipulate some kind of magic item, sometimes that's spellcraft.
Gotcha. Okay.
But IDing stuff is also spellcraft, but it requires detecting magic at the same time. Go for it. Roll that dice.
Austin, good sir.
Or don't roll the dice. That's cool too. We'll just never know. You have been requested to try and figure out what kind of magic is on this dagger.
Oh, all right.
Por favor.
It is a +1 returning dagger.
Ooh.
Can you throw it and it comes
You
back?
throw it and it comes back.
The boomerang
That's pretty
dagger.
cool.
But it is also tiny, so that's problematic.
Probably a bud weapon then.
It would be a real good bed weapon, yeah. I will add it to your sheet and do all the relevant math because it's tiny.
Thank you.
Basically, you're throwing like something about this big.
That's great. You just
But
throw
it's
lots
also
of-
it also like does it do extra damage to demons or something?
It's cold iron, so it does extra damage to anything that's vulnerable to cold iron, which are demons. Fairies tend to be vulnerable to cold iron. So like if this were the size of a dagger, this is probably the size of a tiny dagger.
Okay.
I don't know how that.
So did Sherlock straight up kill the thing?
It's straight up dead.
You have murdered it.
Okay.
Murder hobos. But you also have fully explored this place. This like pit of bubbling lava is not movable. It exists in the space. You don't necessarily know how to interact with it, but it's also not outright causing any harm or mischief, as far as you can tell.
I'm gonna throw a coin in there.
You throw a coin in, and it very quickly melts,
Melts.
But it's cold.
but it's cold.
It's sublimes.
What would it be to check what that is? Knowledge planes? Have I ever seen anything like this before?
This has no obvious physical justification.
Knowledge pools.
I mean,
No.
knowledge arcana, maybe?
Oh, okay, I don't have any.
Knowledge Doritos.
Knowledge Doritos?
Oh, got a lot of that.
All right. Well, this is all like book people stuff or something. But he's not that excited about it.
Please stop. I'm
Shall
bored.
we
Please.
return to town?
Yeah, Lundor's gonna
Isn't
take.
there? Wait. There's a
sketch of
a
these
set of
things.
stairs we didn't go down too, right?
There were 2 spiral staircases, one leading down. That's the one that Alendor kept thinking he was seeing letters
Here.
around.
But it's
and-
blocked, right?
But it's blocked. There's another stairwell leading up, which is similarly blocked.
Here.
This one's going up. This one's going down.
Oh. Okay.
They're both blocked, so
Gotcha.
And actually, since this place is nice and fully explored, I think I'll just get rid of the walls.
all right. Sherlock is all for going back into town so he can sell his demon body parts.
All right. Well, Lindor wants to like paste this off on our way back. So like trying to get actual sort of accurate representations of distance and stuff.
Okay.
Pace this off? What do you mean?
Oh, so like
He's gonna
like
try and
count his
measure
paces
how
to
far
try
into
to
town he's
get
going.
accurate dimensions for the rooms. and all of
Cartography.
I still don't
that.
understand.
Cartography.
I still don't understand what your goal is.
He wants to walk around all of the places and count how many steps big each room is.
Oh,
Well, I want to. He's trying to get a representation of where this is accurately under the city, the above ground.
right. This is going to be either an engineering check or a dungeoneering check, one or the other, or both.
Engineering. Right.
Oh.
Ooh, neat. Okay. So you're definitely under Sandpoint still, because that tunnel, that big long tunnel that went to the north,
Yep.
led you like
Right outside.
just outside the gates, out of sight.
Yep.
You figure that I'm gonna throw you over to the Sandpoint map real quick. Yoink. You figure you're somewhere in this area-ish, like north of the garrison and the town hall.
Okay.
Somewhere in between, like in this, I'm gonna do a pointer here. Somewhere in like maybe a radius of this area.
Okay.
You don't know how far underground you are, but based on like your lateral movement, that's the expectation you make.
Oh, we got music again.
Oh, I quit using the music because I started using the internet radio since we started streaming again.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I got a weird question. I was just looking at my my player sheet or whatever. If I don't have any ranks in perception, does that mean I can only get a 10 on that skill check?
The 10 limit is just for knowledges.
Oh,
And spellcraft.
Spellcraft, you can't do it all if you don't have a rank in it.
Oh.
Okay. My
Cool.
vote is to teleport to town and take a rest.
We can teleport to town.
Yeah, Lundor needs to.
it's like a solid.
Sherlock's cool with it.
All right. It is not difficult to get back to Sandpoint because you're directly below it. So,
Scroll of town portal.
welcome
Go out
home.
the way that we came in.
Yeah. You've still got that goblin tied up in a barrel.
I thought it was just the one goblin.
Just the
It
one
couldn't-
goblin.
Okay.
We should probably feed and water that goblin plant we have in the barrel.
So
We haven't been
No,
gone that long though.
You haven't.
knowing
It's been.
the closet is immortal. What effect would murdering
Dismembering
have?
it.
Like, does it? Does it just send it back to hell or what?
Make a plank check. I love not being able to tell you straight how answers are. Planes 27. Yeah, probably. So like it's you know how you hear about banishing demons and like returning them home and all that stuff. Like murdering them is a kind of brute force banishment. So its essence has been lifted from its like physical body because like a demon's body is like physically made of its soul. So you basically like separated those as you would like a mortal person, and it's going to go back into that like essence and possibly reform as a lesser demon.
Is that difficult for it?
Yeah. I mean, there's no telling how long this takes to. You say you slay a big evil demon overlord, and it's like I'll be back in 3,000 years because that's how long it takes to reassess itself.
Oh, okay. Okay, so can we take the effects of a rest?
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I want to say that you found this place, or you found the tunnel, and you spent a day, like, getting ready for it, and then this is that next day. So it's still probably at this point like late afternoon. So we can jump to the next business day. Oh man, I forgot I was keeping track of time. Let me.
I guess if we get back and we're not like just dropped exhausted, which I guess we didn't fight actually that much stuff. Lindor is going to be super psyched about going and talking to his nerd friends about,
What's under the town?
Guess what I found,
secret
guys.
symbol under the town.
Yeah. You. There's a lot of people. Nobody's really more excited about this than that Broderick Quint guy. But he scoffs and thinks you're making it up because he's never heard of any temples or he's like the Thessalonians were all atheists. They thought they could control the gods if the gods even exist. So whatever you're talking about is a ruse. You are making this up.
Well, dear, my dear Quink, you're perfectly welcome to investigate yourself under the glassworks.
I'll not waste my time chasing your fancies. You new young child coming in to stir up trouble and make a name for himself. You've been here, what, a week? I've spent 20 years here researching, and there's nothing underground.
Did the Quasit leave a physical body behind?
I hope so, because
That's got body parts.
Sherlock is definitely going to be distributing it to the economy.
Right. Can we? I want to show off what's left of the Quasit.
Basically, went through a shredder.
You better cough up some gold if you want some closet bones here.
You just have to. I just need you to show them to the man.
All right, now you want me to show them now, and then they want to touch it, and then next thing you know, they want to taste.
You guys went in
It's
there.
a slippery slope.
Advertisement, Sherlock. It's an advertisement.
Y'all went in there at like 6:30 p.m., so it is bedtime.
Antiquities and curios. These are the people you want to be showing your merchandise.
Y'all went. I forgot. Y'all went into this tunnel at like 6:30, so it's like you were probably down there for like maybe an hour at most. So you're coming out at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, nighttime, feeling good.
Okay. Early evening.
All right.
There's a light wind. The moon is 53% full. It's
And
currently
Sherlock will show your nerd friends, but if somebody tries to touch it or handle it or whatever, he's totally stabbing him in the back of the hand.
yeah, I think Elendor will have warned them before Sherlock gets there that he's stabby. just keep your hands away from him and his knives. And
We also have the masterwork weapons that we recovered.
Oh yeah, that.
But unless they've got the gold, they're not touching
The
it.
Ransor and the hand axe.
This Ransur, the dagger, not really so much because it seems like it could just be any kind of dagger, other than being made of cold iron. It's not particularly unique or special. But that Ransur is like an artifact. It is definitely, to someone who is in the know, both worth some money as a weapon, but also as a piece of art.
What about the hand axe?
The hand axe was nothing special. It was masterwork. It was masterwork, yes, but it's not.
Not like.
It doesn't appear to be Thessalonian in any way.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, I'm here with these things to support you with your nerd friends, so they don't make fun of you.
Well, you wouldn't make fun of me. I'm the king nerd.
The lady monk is just like, not yet, you're not.
All right. Well, we're gonna show out. Look at all these wonderful things we found under the city, and a map. I've drawn a map.
Here,
So there, Broderick.
They are make a generic charisma check, buddy.
Uh-oh.
It's not bad for Alendor.
That's not bad. There's a lot of hemming and hawing and taking you seriously, and they're very generally skeptical.
Sherlock is going to go ahead and lend his weight to it and be like, as much of a pompous ass as he is, he is actually telling the truth here.
Well, in any case, we should study these things and write up our discoveries. Perhaps maybe we will form an expedition to explore this catacomb under the city. But
You offering to purchase this? Because I'm not just going to give it to you.
Purchase what?
The Ransor and the other item.
Oh, we're keeping that. What? Purchased? Where did you get that from?
Inter-adventuring party
Offered
loan.
to take the thing. I didn't think we were just going to hand it over.
Sable, quickly to the library, to the book cave.
Well, I'm gonna.
Elendor is really interested in reading more about Lamashtu. What's her face? I've got it in my notes. The angry lady with the statue and the rancer.
You're gonna have
The
to.
Runelord.
Sable will definitely allow you back into the library, but you're gonna have to deal with a pretty intense and possibly awkward conversation about maybe you dedicating your life to the service of Aurori.
Oh man, that's gonna be some serious whiplash from blessing of Lamashtu
Yeah.
to.
You think that
remind
might
me
actually
what-
have something to do with this conversation because you were talking about, evil monster gods, and she's like, I should say something.
What is her god's deal again?
Like perfection and knowledge of the self.
I feel like Elendor would be fairly into that. Like, he's like the person who goes to church for like community or something. He's like, yeah, this like knowledge stuff sounds pretty cool. Like, I don't know about this god thing, but yeah, let's go read books and we can.
She
Say grace first.
she has accepted the side quest of converting you into a devout follower of Aurori.
Okay.
So good
All
luck
right.
giving her experience points. But all right, you guys can do. I don't know if you've mechanically done it.
Part of my thing, like I'm thinking of Elendor as like a total like awkward scientist or whatever, and they're all like atheists. So
Yeah, I mean this
I
girl's.
think of him being like a hardcore atheist, but then I remember that like gods are totally real in this, and that's probably a lot of what he
I
studies.
mean, arguably.
So it might make total sense for him to be in this church. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to give. So that's the thing that can happen. There's not a lot of immediate mechanical repercussions. So let's jump to the next day.
We should drop off the goblin at the prison.
Okay.
Check in on our human prisoner.
I mean, it hasn't been that long since we lost track.
Yeah, Pseudo is still fine. He's not too enthusiastic about sharing a cell with a goblin.
Sucks for him.
Are they both restrained?
Pseudo's not really.
Well, one of them's in a barrel.
You just bring the whole barrel.
I mean, why wouldn't we?
Wait, was that not what we did?
No, that's
Did we
fine,
not
though.
just roll the barrel down the street?
That's pretty fine, yeah. Cool. I'm also gonna give you guys. I didn't during the fight, but I'm gonna do it now. The cool art of the big three-armed goblin, and also give you the cool art of the closet because she has unique art. All right, so here's the goblin.
Ooh.
Look at him with all them arms.
Oh, the one with the extra arms. Okay.
And here is the demon in a dress. You never asked her. You asked her for her true name, but you never asked her for the
A name.
the a name. Boom.
Her like nickname. Oh, she's way bustier than I was expecting.
Hurting me, daddy. Why not?
Why wasn't I expecting her to be busty?
She's also super leaning over. So, I mean, what kind of dress support's going on there? Huh?
I don't. Well, the last image you sent of these things, did not make me think that.
I think that she and Sherlock, if she ever reformed, she and Sherlock have a interesting long-term relationship.
She's still tiny. And
They're both
Sherlock-
small.
No, she's tiny. He's
I mean,
small.
generally speaking, not technically speaking, they are both smallish people.
Sherlock does have a reduced person as well.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, have you seen
It
Hafthor
lasts minutes per
Bjornson's
level.
girlfriend?
She's like 2 feet tall, yes.
What is the difference between small and tiny?
I don't know. It's arbitrary.
Yeah, so
It's like medium can be anywhere between like 4 foot tall and 9 feet tall. But then large can also be like 8 feet tall to 12, 20 feet tall. So
So, do we do the mechanics for arrest?
yeah, you guys will be healed. Nothing happens in the night. Everything is cool. Amiko is looking like she's busy with like bookkeeping.
Okay.
So it's hard to tell what she's up to.
Hmm.
It's also pretty late when you come in.
Okay, cool. Is there any way to make that dagger bigger?
I think there's some magic ways to do that. Yeah.
Any
But
way that
I don't
we-
think you have those ways available to you right now.
Okay.
What's wrong with the dagger size?
It's tiny
It's
and
tiny.
not small.
Babe, but you're not big, bub.
I'd rather have a small dagger.
And
And a tiny
having
dagger.
having an
Right.
appropriately sized weapon is optimal.
I see.
If it's okay that I have it, that is.
I don't. Birdie has no problem with Bud being able to defend himself.
Man, we were down in that hole in the ground for what, 3 whole sessions?
Almost.
I don't know about whole sessions,
3.5 sessions.
even 3/4.
Do you guys have any obvious kind of objectives right now?
How long will it take to read all this stuff?
You're
Lindor
wanting
probably
to.
thinks that we can solve all of our problems in the library somehow.
Yeah, this is a Call of Cthulhu game now. Uh,
Have you seen The Unnameable?
I know what it is in terms of Call of Cthulhu. You talking about the movie?
The movie is like the upload on Netflix is VHS quality or worse. It's like someone filmed a VHS with their cell phone.
Perfect.
And there's this character who spends the whole time like he's like reading books, and they're like, "Oh, the monsters killed so and so," and he's like, "Yes, I know, of course they have." On to chapter 17. Here's how we the rituals, requires that we do this.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
That's how those.
Hey,
books work.
Well, I'm not sure what
Sherlock
we're supposed to do at this point.
Pawn off his imp parts, or excuse me, Aurelium, or whatever her name was.
Beryllium bits.
Yeah, you'll sell the
Yes.
Aurelian bits. I'll figure out a number for that, I think, later, because it's
Okay.
going to be complicated.
Okay.
She's also, like, the dress and tiara you got off of her are really, really fine quality. I know the picture doesn't do it justice, but they're worth money. And, like,
Assuming I can find tiny people to sell it to.
it's not that you would need to look for tiny people to sell it to. And
Here's one of the dog collections.
make an intelligence check, you jabronis.
Time to shine.
Yeah, of course,
Mhm.
you don't want to, you found it on a tiny person. It makes sense to sell it to a tiny person. The reason people might want to buy it is to give it to a child to put on a doll.
Mhm.
So
Uh-huh.
that's why they were
That
in the
makes
market
sense.
for tiny clothes.
It's like antiques.
Yeah.
Would we be
So-
able to tell that it's super old?
The dress and the tiara?
Yeah.
You know that they're valuable and that you can probably sell them and get some money to a trader.
Okay.
You've got a really good friendship with the general store owner there, Alendor. keeping his daughter
We
safe.
also were friends with that noble guy, so maybe that would make sense.
And plus, everybody wants to do business with you guys. Oh yeah, I got the legendary dress from Sherlock, the hero. So,
People love him.
that's a thing.
Maybe you can autograph it.
So, in a meta context, Birdie doesn't want to keep holding on to this Masterwork Rensor because she can't use it. What's the point? But she can just hit good, So, do we want to sell that? Does somebody want to take that? She's not going to pack mule this sucker around if she can't. It weighs 12.
It's very heavy. Yeah.
Can anyone in our party use it?
Not currently. Maybe.
It is. I think it's at least a martial weapon, and none of you are proficient with martial weapons except Verdi has some martial weapon proficiency, and Alendor has long swords and longbows and things.
Okay.
Selling it is not an obvious mistake. I'm not going to trap you guys.
Okay.
So we could sell it. We could see if any of your nerd
I want
friends.
to take it to my nerd friends and show it off, and see if any of them, if it sparks like, oh, it's the symbol of so-and-so or whatever. But otherwise, after he does that and gets some nerd code, he's fine with selling it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so that we'll convert that into money.
Sure. And then the
Actually, can we if we're not pressed for money right now,
no.
let's say we stick it in our hotel room or something, just in case it's important.
We could see if our friend the tavern keeper will hold on to it for us.
I mean, we're totally friends with Amiko, so
She might have a safe she could put it in rather than us just leaving it in our room.
What are you still talking about the stick?
The Ranseur.
This is totally going to turn into Skyrim, where I have a chest full of just random crap for the whole game.
That's how I play the Skyrims.
you were able to get it all in one chest.
Oh yeah.
You only had one chest for all your stuff? We're not.
Yeah.
You need one for armor and one for weapons. And anyway, all right.
One for all of your iron. Cool. So is there anything else that we want to accomplish? I'm assuming this session. Is that why you were asking?
Not necessarily this session, but I meant what do you guys, as a group, does anyone have any obvious kind of objectives? Because if you don't, I can help provide some.
No, I don't have any obvious objectives. I think Verdi probably is interested in trying to get to the bottom of this whole goblin thing.
Well, you do have some information that has yet to be acted on, really, because it happened several sessions ago.
Okay.
But I will prompt that now by reposting these things.
All right.
These were the last couple of pages in Pseudo's journal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said the last few pages. Were there other pages, or was it all just boobies?
It was mostly movies, yeah. These are the only things that were immediately relevant to what's going on, other than more embellishment that Pseudo really likes this Nawalia lady, and
Bruthasmus to cover escape. I'll escape through glassworks. Okay.
Oh, how much too?
We should get the Quasit's aid. Send her freaks up from below via the... So the Quasit was helping them. My phone's flash working. Malfeshnikor is released.
Malfeshnakor is a name that you've tried to do research on, but have so far been unsuccessful.
Where did you see Lamash to?
Number 3. Hopefully, when she offers Sandpoint to Lamashtu's fires, her new body will be hideous.
Okay.
And Mother. I should have reread this stuff.
Well, it says her mother's grace, but it doesn't be the mother.
Yeah, it's capital M.
All of it's
and
capital.
Since they got help with the closet, I'm pretty sure it's all, related.
No, but with her mother's grace, all of it's in caps. I don't see where you're saying her mother.
It's camel
Capital
face.
M, Mother.
If you scroll to the bottom, it has it in plain text.
Mother.
Oh,
So-
I'm only looking at the image. I'm not looking at the text at the bottom.
I feel like that's a little bit of a reach, but
What? That it's capital place? Like
no,
the mother?
that it's because it's so nice and copy pasted down there for you
Oh.
to make that reference. But it's correct, so I'm not going to tell you you're wrong.
No, fair enough. So maybe we should try and get to the Thistletop Shrine.
I totally think so, yeah.
I was gonna say, should we go, follow the river somewhere?
Well, the only location that they've mentioned in this is burning her father's remains at the Thistletop Shrine. She can see it started the transformation.
There's also some text that's not presented here that talks about what this attack is going to be happening pretty soon.
No, but it already happened, I thought.
No, that was you.
The raid went about as planned. Few Thistletop guards perished. We were able to secure the casket with ease.
Yeah.
I can't wait
Yeah,
until
but then
the
it
real
talks
raid.
about the real raid. Mm-hmm.
The real raid.
All right, and what was Bruthasmus? Did you write that down?
Bruthasmus is a bugbear. You don't know anything else about him. He is kind of Shalelu's rival. She said that they've had clashes in the past.
Shalelu is the
He's
elf
that-
The
lady.
Bugbear Ranger. He lives in the
Fighting
Nettlewood.
the-
He acts as a free agent between tribes. He
Okay.
ambushes caravans and farms, and he trades things he's picked up for goblin liquor. He really hates elves, and Captain What's-Her-Face really hates him.
So we've taken out the closet, so that probably she won't be able to help. That overwhelming land approach, and then they want to get the things in through the smuggler's tunnel. So maybe we blocked
Right.
off the tunnel again.
You made a pretty solid effort to.
Okay.
How far is it to the
Well,
Nettlewood?
maybe we should take these pages and make sure that the guards know about them. And then I think
Nettlewood's only a couple hours away. It's like 6 miles.
Oh, this map is way smaller than I thought.
Those are very small mountains.
I might have a scale on here. I don't have a scale. Maybe the pointer is correct. It sure ain't.
Huh? That's cool. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
why,
get it.
why is there not a scale on here?
I don't know.
I don't know. But
Theater of the mind.
we can commit to actions on the start of the next session. I'm cool with that. We can end about
Yes.
15 minutes early.
Can we do that? Are you guys
So tired.
I'm fine with that.
As long as we're done by 11 or sooner, I'm happy. We're playing.
Cool.
We're consistently doing 3-hour sessions, which feels like they're short, but practically they're not.
great?
But yeah,
I vote that we say good job, everybody. Go team, and then
Jeez.
pick up next week.
yeah. I like
Good,
it.
good. Already closed the window.
All right, let me give you guys some experience points.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
Let me do all our.
It's
money.
okay. I'll just do it next.
So did anything commit to being sold money wise?
Bits
The
and
body
pieces.
parts.
The
Body
body.
parts.
I think that
I'm
we're
holding
waiting.
on to this longsword.
The rent store is not being sold yet
The
because
answer's not being sold.
there may be some sort of nerd thing they're going to do with it.
Well, if you want to commit it to the nerd thing,
yeah.
like I'm okay with you continuing to have access to it as like a study research thing and getting compensated for it. Like, we don't know where the money necessarily came from. Maybe they all put it together to you as a gift for giving it to the club.
We'll still be able to check it out and like look at it and refer back to it, but we'll get some money.
Yeah,
also.
you will get some money, and you still have access to it as a study piece. But if you're gonna go take it and like, okay, we're going to battle now.
They won't let us take the weapon.
Yeah, you would.
I
Probably
think that's fine. None of us wanted to use it for its weaponliness anyway.
Right. All right, perfect.
If I'm gonna have that dagger in my inventory, I'd like to sell my spiked gauntlet.
Okay, that's you in personal money. That's fine. Weapons are complicated and sell for half price because that's how the economy works.
Boo.
The cool thing about art, which this Ransewer is, it sells for full price.
Yay.
So that got sold. Guts got sold. Anything else?
How much is a drink out of a bottle of wine?
That semi-drunk bottle of wine.
Oh, I forgot. I also want to check out the book that we got.
You can keep. Yeah, you can hold on to that for a little while until you figure it out.
And did you add that wand to your inventory, Matt? Wand of Shocking Grasp.
Oh, the shocking grasp slightly used.
Yeah.
The wine, because it's already been opened, is not valuable, so y'all can enjoy it.
I'm more interested in, like, I kind of want to take it to a sommelier and get them to figure out how old it is or something, but...
Okay. People here in Sandpoint can give you that information pretty readily because this is a relatively popular brand of wine that comes from Magnemar. This is recent. It's not ancient wine.
Oh, okay.
Recent wine, recently opened down in the basement.
But it's also not like super fancy or valuable. So because it's open, like, enjoy your bottle of wine, friend.
Cool. Should pour some in the lava fountain.
What about the dress and the tiara off of the demon lady?
And worth selling.
They're worth selling.
They're not magic, right?
They're not magic. They are just valuables.
Yeah, I say we sell them.
Okay.
I don't know if everyone else agrees. Nobody else said
I mean,
anything.
Elendor basically feels like it belongs in a museum.
Also, the necklace it was wearing, right?
Yeah, it was wearing what was probably an unholy symbol of Lamashtu.
Nerd stuff.
You could sell it to anybody, or probably have it destroyed if you guys feel like being
Sell it.
charitable. I mean,
I want to take it to the priest and see what he says about it.
he says they'll destroy it for you, and you know, they can compensate you. You can ethically get paid or unethically get paid. What do you want to do?
Ethically.
Whichever one gives us more.
Brownie points get paid.
Brownie points paid. Okay.
I want to be
Ethics don't
paid.
really enter into it, but the
Well, I mean, you could also take the secret answer of, oh, no, it's just we're doing what we can to rid the world of evil. No need. But,
Oh, no.
yeah, that's all cool and all, but let's get that bread.
adventuring has costs.
It's not without its risk.
All right. Between all of these things you've sold so far, because I can't think of anything else to prompt, y'all going to get 485 gold.
Holy shit.
Yay.
That is
Total
That
or
is
equal?
total. That is not a piece.
Okay.
So 45 divided by 5.
96?
I have 97.
Somebody's
Maybe it's
getting the silver.
No, you're right.
97.
You also individually get 360 experience points today.
Woo! You said 360?
Yep, no scope.
Look at us go.
And we are now encroaching on part 4 of
Ooh.
book 1.
Ooh.